lecture series on management and entrepreneurship for IT industry. In the today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the entrepreneurship in India. After the end of the lecture, we will have a better understanding of entrepreneurship in India. The contents covered in the previous lecture are the entrepreneur, stages in entrepreneurial development, role of entrepreneurs in economic development. So entrepreneur, it is a sub part of the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is defined as entrepreneurship within an already existing organization. The various stages in entrepreneurial development are the identification of the opportunity, then evaluation of the opportunity, development of business plan, determination and organizing the resources or marshalling of the resources, management of enterprise, and the consolidation of the enterprise. So these are the different stages in the entrepreneurial development. Next, we discussed about the role of entrepreneur in economic development. So entrepreneur plays a very prominent role in the overall development of the country. Entrepreneurship promotes effective capital formation by mobilizing the savings or the public. Then it helps in harnessing the vast natural material resources of the country for economic growth. It helps the country to become a developed nation and improve its status in the world. So let us start the entrepreneurship in India. Entrepreneurship is regarded as closely associated with economic history of India. So accordingly, the evolution of entrepreneurship is traced way back to as early as Rig Veda. So when metal handicrafts, manufacturing, cottage and small enterprises existed in the country. Over the years, the entrepreneurship has passed through several ups and downs. The important ones include the decline of Indian handicraft industry at the end of the 18th century and the entry of East India Company in India's business activity. Swadeshi campaign for Indian manufactured goods, the First World War, emergence of Indian managing agency by promoting joint stock companies, Second World War, partition of undivided India and undertaking planned development of entrepreneurship in the country by Government of India after independence in 1947. The Government of India brought first industrial policy resolution in the year 1948 and was subsequently revised from time to time. The Government of India took the three important measures in the industrial resolutions. The first is to maintain a proper distribution of economic power between private and public sector, and the second is to encourage rapid industrialization by moving the concept of entrepreneurship from existing centers to other cities, towns and rural areas. Third is to disseminate the entrepreneurship acumen which is concentrated in a few dominant communities to a large number of industrially potential people of varied social background. To achieve these objectives, government accorded the emphasis on the development of small scale industries in the country. Since the third 5-year plan, government announced various incentives and concessions in the form of capital, technical know-how, reservation of certain items for exclusive manufacture in small scale sector tax concession, provision of infrastructural facilities like development land, shed, roads, etc. for promotion of enterprises in the country. The National Common Minimum Program describes the small extension as the most employment intensive segment. The evolution of India The evolution of entrepreneurship in India is the effort of great people as well as the professionals. It started as a family business around 1800s 1850 with the start of cotton mill in Bombay. From then on, entrepreneurship had grown in all directions, from cotton mill to manufacture to services, electronic goods, healthcare, exports and imports, information technology, education, transport, space technology, etc. In the past, business community was involved in trade and commerce. This community was more peculiarly called as the Vaishyas. The important points in the earlier entrepreneurship are in India are manufacture and supply of a product was based on demand. The traders used to book orders from the required people and get them from the producer. All the members of the family were involved in the business from planning to manufacture stage and finally selling them. The industrial activity was controlled by the caste system. For example, weavers used to weave clothes, goldsmiths used to make ornaments, farmers used to produce food products, etc. The skill of any enterprise was inherited from ancestors. The trade activity was dependent on caste system. The family-based industries and trade were badly affected during British rule, and Indian entrepreneurship was mainly in the areas of textiles, iron and steel, and hydroelectric projects. In the present state, there is a tremendous growth of industries and services over last 50 to 60 years in banking, automobile, software development, petrochemicals, cement, steel, communication, etc. are some of the major modern entrepreneurship areas where a lot of innovation had taken place. Some of the noteworthy, highly talented entrepreneurs of India are G.D. Birla, J.R.D. Tata, Aditya Birla, Godrej, Bajaj, Wadia, Hindujas, Azim Premji of Wipro, Narayan Murthy of Infosys, Ambani of Reliance, and etc. Before 1940, the Indian businesses was almost dominated by British companies except for some well-established companies like Tata Steel, Birla Group, Wadias, etc. It was very difficult to compete with British goods. After Second World War, more business opportunities were projected like cement, steel and other infrastructures. Indian industry began to expand in the core sector only after the independence. The government also provided the lot of facilities for the promotion in order to promote the growth of entrepreneurship in India. The Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises has announced the package for promoting such enterprise in February 2007 to provide full support in the areas of credit, technology upgradation, marketing and infrastructural upgradation in major industrial infrastructure. But a large number of enterprises are still facing lot of challenges. In order to assist them to fully harness their potential by availing of the increasing opportunities generated by the trade liberalization, it is necessary to not only build an enabling policy environment but also supplement the former with a specific set of measures to address the continuing challenge. Let us see the importance of entrepreneurship in India, or in general, what is the need of entrepreneurship in the country. So entrepreneur is a business leader who looks for perspectives and puts them into effect in fostering the economic growth of the country. Entrepreneurship is the most important input towards economic development of the country. Hence, entrepreneur plays a fundamental role not only in the industrial sector development but also in the development of farm and service sector. Entrepreneurship contributes an important part towards the development of the country. It may be the quantity and the competency affect the economic development of the country. The economic history of currently advanced countries like US, Russia and Japan support the fact that economic development is the result for which entrepreneurship is an expected cause. The vital role played by the entrepreneurs towards the development of advanced countries have made the individuals of developing and underdeveloped countries with the cognizance of the importance of entrepreneurship for economic development. In the present existence, it has been widely recognized that enthusiastic, motivated, and active entrepreneurs possess the capability of exploring potentials of the availability of resources, technology, labor, and capital. For achieving the goal of economic development, it is necessary to make advancement in entrepreneurship both qualitatively and quantitatively. The major areas where entrepreneurs contribute for the economic development of the country are the promotion of capital formation. Entrepreneurs promote capital formation by organizing savings of the public. They employ their own or they borrow resources for establishing their enterprises. So such entrepreneurial activities lead to value addition and creation of wealth, which is essential for industrial and economic development of the country. Create large scale employment opportunities. So by default, the entrepreneurship enables the employment in the organization. By expanding the organization, so a large scale job opportunities may be created. The entrepreneurship provide direct and indirect employment opportunity to many individuals. Then they promote balanced regional development. Entrepreneurs help to remove the regional differences through setting up industries in less developed or backward areas. The growth of industries and business in these areas lead to employment opportunities of the surrounding area as well as the development of the infrastructure in those areas. The infrastructure growth may be in the form of health, transport, education, entertainment, so on. Then reduces concentration of economic power. Economic power is the normal result of industrial and business activity. Industrial development usually leads to concentration of economic power in the hands of few individuals, which results in the growth of monopolies. So in order to redress this problem, so the large number of entrepreneurs need to be developed in order to have a monopoly, in order to avoid the monopolism. Then it results in wealth creation and distribution. It motivates the proper distribution of wealth and income in the interest of the country to more people and geographic areas, and thereby proving to be beneficial to the larger sections of the society. Entrepreneurial activities produce more activities and give a multiplier effect to the economy. It increases gross national product and per capita income. Entrepreneurs are always the people who are looking for the opportunities. They always try to explore the new things. They inspire the effective resource mobilization of the capital and scale. They always try to bring the new products and services and develop market for the growth of economy. So in this way, they assist in the improvement of gross national product as well as per capita income of the people. Increase in gross national product and per capita income indicates that economic development is taking place in an effective manner. In order to encourage economic development, it is necessary to ensure that individuals are not unemployed or facing scarcity of the resources. Then improvement in the standard of living. Improvement in the standard of living is a feature of economic development of the country. So the standard of living plays a prominent role in the when looking at the growth of the country, because it is the standard of living that determines how best the country is robust to the finance or the economically. The entrepreneurs contributes crucial part in increasing the standard of living of individuals by adopting latest innovations in the production of wide variety of goods and services on large scale, that too at a lower cost. This enables the individuals to avail improved quality products at low price, and which results in the improvement of the standard of living. So the next is it promotes country's export trade. So the export is one of the major economic booster. So entrepreneurs assist in promoting country's export trade, which is an important component of economic development. The entrepreneurs produce goods and services on large scale for the purpose of earning large amount of foreign exchange from export to combat the import duties requirement. Hence, import substitution and export promotion ensure economic development and independence. Induces backward and forward linkages. Entrepreneurs takes pleasure in working in an environment of change and try to maximize profits by innovation. When an enterprise is established in accordance to the changes brought about in technology, it encourages backward and forward connections which lead to the economic development. And the entrepreneurship facilitates the overall development. The entrepreneur acts as a catalytic agent for change which results in chain reaction. Once an enterprise is initiated, the process of industrialization is set in motion. This unit will create demand for various types of units required by it, and there will be so many other units which require the output of this unit. This leads to complete development of an area due to increase in demand and setting of more units. Creating innovation. So entrepreneur is a person who is always looking for the new things, who always look for changes, who always want to do a new thing which nobody is thought of. An entrepreneur always makes an attempt to bring innovation strategies and methods. An entrepreneur promotes economic development through innovation. Entrepreneurs create new businesses. The development of businesses generating employment opportunities for the individuals, introducing innovative strategies and methods, bringing in new products and services for the welfare of the individuals are the factors that highlight the aspect that entrepreneurs create new business. In various fields, there have been introduction of advanced techniques, methods, and procedures which have nurtured the lives of the individuals. Entrepreneurs also create social change. Through their exceptional contributions of new goods and services, entrepreneurs break away from practice and indirectly sustain freedom by decreasing dependence on traditional and outdated systems and technology. They complete these results in an enhanced quality of life, better determination, and economic freedom. Personal growth. The contribution of entrepreneurship towards the personal growth of the individual is through two areas. These are generation of employment opportunities and enhancement of skills and abilities of the individuals. When individuals are engaged in employment opportunities, they work with innovative techniques and methods. Then their personal growth take place. On the other hand, this leads to the development of skills, proficiency, and expertise within them. Entrepreneurship puts new business ideas into practice. So that is true. The integral part of entrepreneurship is to generate new ideas and put them into practice in an appropriate manner. It is stated that entrepreneurs always look for innovative strategies and methods and that may enhance productivity and profitability. So taking ideas, suggestions and guidance from other professionals in the similar field has contributed towards growth and fulfillment. In reality, what we can summarize is the economic development of the nation depends upon industrial development and it is based on entrepreneurial skills and competencies of the individuals. There are number of factors that need to be taken into consideration when understanding the importance of the entrepreneurship. So the government of India also took the various measures to promote the entrepreneurship in India. The some of the important steps are, so during the last 4-year plan, the output of the many programs are being taken into account. In the fourth 5-year plan, the output of the segment has recorded a real growth rate of 8.87% annually. Over 6,000 products are manufactured by these small segments, which include several sophisticated items used in high technology areas like nuclear power, missile and space programs, IT, BT, etc. The level of exports by this segment also testifies to its overall competitiveness in the global market. The National Common Minimum Program, which describes the small scale enterprises as the most employment intensive segment. So this segment represents an average annual growth rate of 4.33% in the number of these units, and the more important is 4.5% in employment. If the units in Khadi village industries and the quarry industries are also taken into account, then the employment is well over 332 million, and this is rightly called the segment which provides employment next to agriculture. The contribution of small enterprises segment to the economic development of the country is very significant, and nearly 39% of the gross manufacturing output and 34% of the export of India arises from these small industries. So the today's lecture falls under the category of L2 Bloom's taxonomy. Thank you.